Okay. Good afternoon. Anong pangalan ho nila?
May Nicholas po, Doc.
Pwede ho bang tanggalin na lang yung mask niya?
Ay,
Para,
sige.
pwede. Sandali lang naman.
May Nicholas po.
Okay. Pakisulat nga. Daryl,
Sige.
paki-type nga yung pangalan niya. O, Angela, sige. Meli, Meli Kulas.
Yes po.
Ano pa? Ang pangalan mo, Meli.
Yes po.
Okay. Meli Kulas. Ako si Dr. Reynaldo Hoson. Na? Dr. Hoson. Reynaldo Hoson. Okay. Ang
Yes.
kasama ko yung mga doktor dyan. Ha? Okay. Examinin, examinin ka lang namin. Ha? Okay.
Opo.
Ilang taong ka na, Meli?
50 po, Doc.
50.
Opo.
Okay. Ano ang concern mo? Bakit ho kayo pumunta dyan sa clinic namin? Anong papatingin ninyo?
Ito po, Doc, kasi minsan may ano sa akin, pansin, parang di daw balance yung liig ko po.
Okay, sa leeg ninyo.
Opo.
Kailan pa niyo napansin yan? O sinong nakapansin? Kailan pa
Yung mga
napansin?
friends ko, Doc,
Ha?
mga friends ko po.
Friend mo?
Opo.
Kailan nila napansin?
Siguro, Doc, mga 3 years na nagsabi sa akin.
Okay. 3 years na. Sinabi niyang medyo hindi pantay, no? Okay.
Opo.
Pero kayo, may nararamdaman ho ba kayo? Bukod sa sinabi sa inyo na na hindi pantay yung leeg ninyo.
Nararamdaman ko, Dok, minsan, pag marami akong ginagawa, madali ako mapagod.
Good. Okay. So,
Opo.
patingin nga yung leeg mo. Okay. Nagpagamot na ba kayo dati?
Hindi pa po, Dok. Ay,
First time nyo, first time nyo
nagpapacheck
dito?
na, Dok. Nagpapacheck na sa Jensen, pero hindi ko na ano yung mga requirements.
Jensen pa kayo?
Sorry, ay ano po, Paranaque po. Nagbakasyon lang po kasi ako sa Jensen at nagpa-check up din ako doon.
Okay. So, merong ginawang test. May ginawang test na sa inyo?
Ang sabi, Dok, ultrasound. Kaso po, umuwi na rin naman po ako dito sa Maynila. Kaya hindi ko na po natuloy.
Okay. So, dito, may nagawa na mga test.
Wala pa po, Dok. Nga blood chem pa lang po, Dok, sa amin nung nagbigay mission.
Okay. Medical mission saan? Sa
Sa
Jensen?
barangay po ng Paranaque.
Sa Parañaque, hindi
Dito
sa
po.
Jensen.
Hindi po.
Okay. So, sa Makatoid, meron kayong blood test lang. No? Wala pa
Opo.
kayong ultrasound. No?
Wala po.
Okay. Sige, tingnan ko lang nga, examining ko na kayo, ha? Sige, pakilapit lang sa camera, lapit, i-close up lang. Okay. Okay. Lunok nga kayo. Lunok lang. Okay. Isa pa ho. Hmm. Side view lang ho nga kayo, side view. Sige, lunok ngayon, lunok. Okay, kabila naman ho. Kabilang side.
Ang tatlo mo na pag walang lulong.
May tubig ho ba kayo? Meron
Opo,
kayong
opo.
tubig? Ayun.
Opo, kasi ang hirap lumunok.
Oo.
Ito, Dok. Medyo lang mangga mo.
Sige. Huwag niyo lulunukin pag hindi ko sinasabing lunok kayo, ha?
Mm.
Sige, side view lang ho, side view. Konting side pa. Okay, lunok. Isa pang beses. Okay. Medyo ano. Okay. Harap na ho kayo sa akin, no? May nakikita ako dyan, may maumbok, no, sa leeg, pero hindi masyadong malinaw, no? So can I ask Angela and the group to take a still picture? Okay,
Sige.
can you take a picture? Yung sa leeg lang, no? AP
Picture po.
view, AP and then lateral view. Okay.
Harap po kayo sa akin.
Kahit na yung leeg lang, close up. I-close up mo lang.
Ayun na po kayo straight po ba? Both sides po, sir.
Kahit na one side.
Both.
Okay. And then i-video, a short video lang. Short video. Then sabay lunok.
Ikabi, ha? Tapos picture ka. Mm. Mm. Sige.
Okay. Ako na. Oh, can you send it to me?
Sige.
Can you send it to me? Will you be able to send it to me? Here?
Yes,
Opo,
po. Do
sir.
you have Viber po, sir?
Sige, Viber na lang. Sige. Send it
Okay.
to Viber. O, kung pwede ba rito? Sa chat, pwede?
Hindi po yata. Ay, wait. Isa-send ko lang po sa laptop.
Kung hindi, sa Viber na lang. Sige. Where did you send it?
Na-airdrop na po sa laptop. Ito try po here sa Zoom and sa Viber. Both po
You want-
ito try namin.
You're sending it to my Viber?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. I have to open my Viber.
Yung ma-arrange by video.
Nakabal din po.
Wala.
Wala po. Dapat may lalabas na.
Mas malapit.
Ano pa nga po? Na-receive niya po, sir.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, ha? Okay. Nakita ka na, no? Okay. So, upon seeing those pictures, okay. Okay. Dali, ititingnan ko lang. Okay lang ako kayo. Okay lang, makinig ko kayo, Meli, ha? I-explain ko na sa inyo, ha? Huwag lang kayo matakot muna, ha? Okay. Nakikita niyo itong picture nito?
Yes, po.
Naka-shared screen na ba ako?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait, ha. I'm using my pen. I'll try to see.
Oh, yes, boss. You can see your cursor.
Okay. Mukhang mahirap. Okay. Anyway, I cannot draw. Can I draw it? Wala, no?
Pero we can see your cursor po, sir.
Ha?
We can see your cursor po.
If you press the lower left button po na may pencil, parang it allows for annotation over Zoom po.
Pardon? If I,
Above lower left corner of your Zoom screen po, sir, above
Ano?
the audio, above the mic, may
Annotate?
parang
Annotate?
may parang pencil. Yes po, sir. You can press that for
Okay,
annotate and
annotate.
then draw on the screen.
Okay. So what I can see here through the pictures that you sent and also through the video is that is the color. Color.
You can press the
Okay.
sir, in the middle.
So there's a bulbs here. Okay. Tama. There's a bulb
Yes,
here now on the right side now. And that
Yes, sir.
bulb moves with swallowing. Now,
Yes,
when I ask the patient to swallow, it moves up and down. So with that, I assume that that's part of the thyroid. Okay? So Meli, yung bukol niya nakikita natin, no? Pag lumulunok kayo, no, bumababa, tumataas, no? So most likely thyroid siya, no? Okay. So ang thyroid kasi, usually ganitong korte ng thyroid, no? Okay. Ito yung gitna. Sabihin natin, ito yung gitna, no? Okay. Ito yung daanan ng hangin, no? Windpipe, trachea. Trachea ang tawag doon, no? Windpipe, no? So, yung thyroid, nakadikit doon sa trachea. So, pag lumulunok kayo, no? Itong thyroid nito, bababa, tataas, no? Ngayon, may bukol ka rito, dito sa right side. Ito yung right side. Ito yung left side. No? Okay, dalawa yan. No? Okay. So So, nakita ko sa video, gumagalaw din. Na? Okay. Okay. So, may goiter ho kayo. Pag sinabing goiter, meron kayong problema sa thyroid gland. Ito yung thyroid gland, itong pula. Na? Okay. So, may bukol ho kayo, goiter pa rin siya. Na? Okay. Maraming klaseng goiter. Na? Yung iba, malalaki. Malaki lang yung thyroid gland, goiter pa rin siya. Na? Okay. So, titingnan natin kung anong klase, no? Okay, so examining ko pa kayo. Hmm, okay, can you take a screenshot? I don't know. Can you take a screenshot para to preserve it? Si Melly, baka gusto mo i-screenshot, Melly, para may kopya ka.
Thank you, Doc. Yun nga, sana yung ipagpaalam ko po. Thank you,
Okay?
Doc.
Sige, i-close ko muna, ha? So, can you now, okay, so there's a goiter there, no? So we have to determine what type of goiter. There are two general categories of goiter. One is, when you say goiter, may problema sa thyroid gland. First category of disorder is yung kung may problema sa functions ng thyroid gland. Yung thyroid gland kasi nagsisecrete ng hormones yan. No? Okay. Kung mataas, kung sobra, ang tawag niyon hyperthyroid. No? Kung mababa, sobrang baba, abnormal, mababa, we call that hypothyroid. Okay? Hypo. Hyper versus hypo. Kung wasto ang amount ng thyroid hormones, yung tinatawag na normal, o ang sa medical, we call it euthyroidism. EU, no? Okay? Hindi siya hyper, hindi siya hypo, no? Okay? So the other, babalikan ko itong ito yung problema ng function, isang problema ng thyroid gland is the function. Yung isang problema ay bukol, no? Okay. So yung bukol, ang pinag-uusapan yan kung cancer o hindi. Okay? Ganon, no? Yung sa'yo, may bukol ka. No? Yung kanina in-outline ko, ha? Okay. So ang pag-uusapan nito ay kung cancer siya o hindi. No? So examining pa kita ng masinsinan para malaman ko kung ano. Ha? Okay. Pero balik tayo dito sa hyper or hypo. So i-check lang natin yung pulse rate mo. No? Can you check the pulse rate? Anong pulse rate niya? Have you taken the pulse rate? Somebody take the pulse rate.
It was 130, sir.
130?
Opo,
Can
manual.
you, can you repeat it?
130. Ay, repeat.
Make an accurate, ha? Kasi pag bukol, I don't usually entertain a hyperthyroid, but I still have to check the pulse rate. No?
We're measuring na.
I-check my pulse rate ulit. It should be less than 100.
Ninety po, sir.
90. 90, no? Okay. So, okay. acceptable na yung 90 sa akin because as I said, pag nodular thyroid goiter, usually they're not hyper, no? Okay. Usually there's no problem with the functions, no? Okay. But in rare instances, let's just in uncommon situations, you have such a thing as solitary hyperfunctioning thyroid nodule, no? Okay, hyperthyroid, no? Okay, but it's not common, no? Okay. So, pag enlarge yung thyroid gland, yung sa kanya is nodular. Now, we classify that goiter as nodular now kasi we saw definitely there's a nodule on the, predominantly on the right side. I still have to ask your help to palpate the left side. Na? Okay, kung meron siyang bukol. But definitely, it's not a diffuse goiter. Okay? If it's diffuse goiter, the two lobes of the thyroid gland are almost symmetrically enlarged. We call that diffuse. Okay. Anything that deviate from that baseline definition of diffuse, we call that nodular. No? Okay. Kung kahit na three times enlarged yung left or one lobe, pero smooth siya, we still call that nodular. No? Okay. So more so if there are bukol-bukol nodules, no? Okay. Yung sa iyo, Meli, kitang-kita naman may bukol, no? 'Di ba? Hindi siya pantay. Sabi nga mga kaibigan mo, hindi pantay, 'di ba? Okay. So sa right side mas malaki, no? At may bukol siya, no? Okay. Okay. So pulse rate, we will recheck the pulse rate later on, ha? Ngayon, can you palpate the neck and tell me your findings on the neck? No? Is it diffuse? Is it nodular? Okay, number one.
Sige, sige.
Okay na.
Sige po, sige.
Okay. Okay. Put your the fingers of your two hands, ihug mo on the trachea. Okay, and then ask the patient to swallow.
Doon ako po kayo. Doon ako ulit kayo. Sige po. Doon ako ulit sa minute.
Okay, is it diffuse? Is it nodular?
Nodular po. There's no palpable nodule on the left po. Only on the right.
Okay, is the left lobe palpable? Left lobe.
No.
No po.
The left lobe is not palpable at all. Walang konting enlargement.
Ay, medyo malaki sa left. It's slightly palpable po.
Slightly palpable.
Yes po.
So may konting abnormality rin.
Yes.
Okay. So we say that you have a normal thyroid gland if the thyroid gland is not palpable, right? That's our operational definition of a normal thyroid gland based on physical exam. No? So normally the thyroid gland is not palpable. Most of the time, 99% of cases, di ba? So if the left lobe is palpable, somehow there's something going on there. Okay? Okay. So sa right lobe, there's a marked discrepancy on the right lobe, right? Malaki, na? Okay. So yung sa left lobe ba may nodules or is it enlargement? Or is it a smooth one?
enlarged.
Smooth lang siya.
Smooth lang po.
Okay. Smooth lang siya. Okay.
Yes.
Sa right lobe, nodules. Bukol.
Yes po.
Okay. Is it solitary nodule or dalawa nakadikit-dikit lang?
It's solitary. Solitary nodule.
Solitary, ng buo. Isang buo. Walang yung mga bako-bako.
Yes po.
Walang lobulations. Wala.
None po.
Okay. So we conclude that she has a nodular goiter. Okay. So it could be a multiple because the left lobe is also a little enlarged. Okay, could be multiple, no, right and left, but bigger on the right side. No, okay. So the next thing to consider, to examine, is what is the consistency of the, okay, of course, the size, you have to measure that later on, okay? And then, but at the moment, you try to determine while you are palpating, what is the consistency of the nodules, especially the nodule on the right side. Is it hard or not hard?
It's not hard though.
It's not hard. Okay. The next thing to consider, if it's not hard, if it's hard, then start thinking of, okay lang sa'yo, huwag ka matakot, Mel, ha? Dinidiscuss ko lang para alam mo. Okay,
Sige po,
mga
Doc.
theoretical discussion. Para malaman mo rin kung anong basihan natin, ha? Kung matigas, magsususpecha tayo ng cancer. No? Okay? Pag hindi matigas, 50-50, hindi pa sigurado. Okay? At least hindi na matigas. Okay? So, the next thing that you have to consider is the nature of the mass, whether it's solid or cystic. No? Okay. So, kung cystic siya, benign siya. If it's solid, 50-50. Okay? So, do you know how to determine whether the mass is cystic or not?
If cystic po, fluctuant yung
Okay,
consistency niya.
very good. Okay, can you check it? Okay. So, look for any area of fluctuancy on the, especially on the right nodule.
It's solid po. There's no areas of fluctuance.
So, walang area of fluctuancy. Wala, despite the size.
Yes.
Okay? So, I'll take your word for it, ha? Ikaw ang ano. Okay. So, but okay lang yan, because there is, sometimes it's really hard to determine yung, to look for the yung fluctuancy, no? It could be very, very small, no?
Sir?
Okay. Yeah.
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 Na cut off lang po for a while.
Okay. So, what did you miss?
Internet.
Anong na-miss ninyo? Cystic?
Ano ba yan? Pressure.
Where did you lose me?
When you said na sometimes it's hard to determine if
If solid or fluctuant.
Okay, solid or cystic, no? Okay, let me repeat, no? If it's cystic, if you are able to detect an area of fluctuancy, it's cystic. Or it's a combination of solid and cystic, complex. We call that complex, di ba? Okay. But if you think it's purely cystic, then you call that a cystic mass, and right away you conclude that it's benign. Okay. And most likely it's what we call a colloid cyst. Okay, so that's your diagnosis right away. Okay, if that mass is purely cystic, you think it's purely cystic, no, then your diagnosis, it's a colloid cyst right away. Okay, so just on palpation, instant palpation, you get instant diagnosis. You just know what to look for. What are the clues? Okay, if it's a combination of there's some cystic area and solid area, then we call that a complex mass. It's a combination of solid and cystic. Okay, but in practically all masses in the body, pag may cystic component, it connotes benign lesion. Okay, pag cystic. So, but let's say there's a cystic and solid component, it's a complex mass, then it's still benign. You call that colloid adenomatous nodule. Okay. Colloid, the cystic component is pointing to the colloid, the word colloid. Okay. Colloid is a fluid. Okay. So colloid, then adenomatous is the solid component. Okay. So you have heard about colloid adenomatous nodule. You have heard of it, right? You have in your lecture sa pathology.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. So when you say colloid adenomatous nodule, it's very descriptive of the pathology. Meaning you have cystic component, which is the colloid, and then the adenomatous component will be represented by a solid solid field of the mass. Okay? Okay. So can you go back to the neck and examine it? Is it purely cystic? Is it a combination of cystic and solid? Is it purely solid?
Okay naman nalalagay na rin po.
Sige, sige.
Just try your best. There's no such thing as don't be anxious about it. There's no such thing as 100% accuracy in everything. Now just try your best.
Sir, for me, it's 100% solid.
Solid.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Solid siya. Okay. So, okay, that mass is not fixed, no? Okay, it moves with deglutition. And can you move it sideways?
Yes po. It can be moved
Okay.
sideways.
You try to move it over the trachea without asking the patient to swallow, no? It's not fixed. It's movable.
Iba ba?
Okay, gumagalaw na? Over the
Yes
trachea?
po. Yes
Okay.
po.
Okay. So there's still at the moment wala pang clue for malignancy, Meli, ha? Okay, okay matakot, ha? Kahit na sinabing solid, pwede pa rin benign, no? Okay. Pag hard, hindi naman hard benign pa rin siya, no? Okay. So the next thing to examine the patient further, palpate for lymph nodes. Okay. Palpate for lymph nodes on the side. Okay. Both sides. Okay. Okay. So concentrate on the level at the level of the thyroid gland. No? And usually also concentrate on near the internal jugular chain of nodes, no? Or the sternocleidomastoid muscle near that area. No? So the answer which I would like to get from you is there positive or negative lymph nodes or equivocal? Not sure.
There seem to be negative lymph nodes po.
Okay. So can you have it? Okay. Can we have somebody check whatever your findings are? Paki-confirm lang whatever yung sinabi ni.
Sige, sige. Sige.
Check ko na rin po kung meron mga kulani po. Tingnan na po kayo ng konti. Upon palpation po sir, wala pong lymphadenopathy.
Okay. Can you also check the other finding? Is the left lobe palpable?
Yes po sir, here po I'm palpating po it here.
Palpable
Ito po
siya.
Yes po.
Okay. Not as big as the one on the right side, no? Okay, on sa right side, purely solid, walang cystic area.
It's doughy po sa wala pong cysts and irregularities po.
Is one uniform solid mass, kamo?
Yes po.
Okay. Okay. So, walang kulani, congratulations. Pag may kulani, then we suspect cancer. Okay? So, Meli, ha? Ganun. So, mukhang benign pa rin. Ha? Okay? And then, okay, can you determine the size now? How do you determine the size? The size of the nodule. Get the size of the nodule in its greatest diameter. Okay. Usually, yung vertical diameter na lang.
I-mark mo na lang sa with your fingers. Yung fingers mo. 5 centimeters po.
5 centimeters. Okay.
Five po.
5 centimeters. Okay. If you don't have the ruler, do you know how to estimate the size?
Using our fingers po daw.
Ah,
Using our fingers though.
okay. So what's the size of your finger that you can use to measure the size of a mass?
1 finger breadth po is
1 centimeter.
Is
Finger breadth.
Finger breadth.
yeah. How big?
1 finger breadth is 1 centimeter po.
How many centimeter? 1 centimeter?
1 centimeter, 1 finger breadth.
It all depends, huh? Whether it's near the tip or at a little further back.
Sa may tip po.
Di ba 1 point ano? Is it baka maliit yung daliri ninyo?
Ito more than.
Ah, usually 1 point
1 point.
1.5, di ba? 1.5 or a little less, di ba? Okay. So, so I'm going to teach you how to make estimate without the ruler. No? Okay. A lot of times you don't have the ruler. We don't have that kind of a cloth ruler. You just use your fingers. Estimate naman, no? So remember, just try to measure your own the length of your finger, no? The breadth, no? Okay. So usually more than 1 centimeter. Then ilan ang coverage ng mass with your finger? Ilan ang coverage?
Mga 3 po daw.
3. Kung 3, okay. Okay, kung 3 times 1.5.
4.5 po.
Okay. So ilan? Mga 4.5. Tama? Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so anyway, when you do your measurement, it's always an estimate. No? Okay. So wag namang if it's 5, don't come out with the answer that it's 7 or 8. Sobrang malaking discrepancy na yon, no? Okay. Kung konti lang, okay lang, no? Okay. Okay. So don't be afraid to make a slight error in the measurement. No, it's not really an error, it's an estimate. We accept that it's not absolutely accurate, no? Because even in ultrasound, when they do using the ultrasound machine, no, you have different measurements also, no? Okay. Then different measurements for CT scan. For the same patient with the same nodule, they have different measurement on CT scan, different measurement on ultrasound. Hindi sila nagtutugma, no? Okay. So don't worry about those measurement of sizes. No? Just try your best. No? Yung pinaka-reasonable na accurate na size. No? So let's put it at 5 centimeters. Okay? Estimate. No? Okay. So are we ready to come out with the clinical diagnosis?
Yes, sir.
So I think those date, can you recheck the pulse rate before we come out with a diagnosis? Alam mo ba yung lab test mo, Melly?
Ah,
Opo,
meron
Doc.
pa
Blood
siya.
chem po. Yan po.
Dala mo,
Opo.
andyan? Sige, mamaya, wag mong papakita mo na sa akin. Walang ultrasound, di ba?
Wala pa po, Doc.
Okay? Now, just count it 15 seconds times 4. Kaya ito pala. It's acceptable. Use 15 seconds and then times 4. How much?
Ilan na? 60, Doc.
60? Ang layo,
Yes.
ang layo naman discrepancy. From 90 to 60?
Yes, Doc. Should we try again, Doc?
Try it again. Last one.
Seconds na lang.
15
seconds.
seconds times 4. Sige. From 130, naging 90, ngayon naging 60. Ang laki.
Okay.
Yung parang interpretation po talaga, ma'am. Kailangan niyo po ba yun?
Hindi naman.
Kasi kapag kailangan niyo po yun, parang abstract po yan. So, nag-request po kayo doon.
Pero pag bumalik ba ako sa Doc mas mag-check kasama.
May iba pong doktor
Baka yung
ate.
ibang doktor kung sino po yung nandito sa clinic.
Doc? Schedule na po ulit yun sa Doc ng ano.
Opo. Tsaka, hindi ko mag-check kayo ulit ng resident.
Okay, what's the pulse rate?
Sorry.
80, Doc.
Okay. Anyway, so less than 90, less than, okay, 80, 60, okay. So as I said, if you have a normal pulse rate, you have a nodular goiter, 1% chance it's hyperthyroidism, no? So 99% it's it's euthyroid, okay? So paki-check yung ano niya, yung blood chem. Blood chem contains FT4. Kailan ginawa?
Ano lang, Doc? Last December 17 po.
Last year.
Opo.
Okay, very
2020
recent.
po.
Very recent. Sige, check mo lang. So sana tama tayo. Dapat normal. Pero kung di normal, we will look for an explanation. Baka sila ang mali. Hindi kami ang mali. Ano yung FT4 niya?
Wala pong
Wala po
wala
T4.
pong
Wala. Walang blood chem? Walang thyroid function test?
wala pong
Wala po.
thyroid.
Okay.
TBC.
Iba yung
Ano
blood
lang
chem.
TBC po, tsaka
Yung mga sa medical mission na free blood chem.
Okay. So walang thyroid function test. Iba yon.
Wala.
Okay. Sige. Okay na. Okay.
required na po, Doc, pero hindi ko pa na-comply po.
Hindi naman kailangan.
Opo.
Sa akin, hindi kailangan, ha? Kasi, pero,
Ito.
i-explain ko sa iyo mamaya, no? mga practices ng mga maraming doktor, dekahon sila. Gagawin nila lahat yan. Na? Okay. So I will now go to my whiteboard. Okay, I think we're ready to come out with the clinical diagnosis, no? So notice yung mga kasama ko, I don't using my template, no? The focus is after knowing the concern of the patient, you try to come out with a clinical diagnosis in the most efficient way possible. Okay. So don't go around asking a lot of questions, doing a lot of tests, which may not be necessary. No? Okay. So just identify the main concern. The main concern of this patient is on the neck, no? Possible thyroid, ganon, no? Okay. Then right after, if it's thyroid, you now come out with a diagnosis, specific diagnosis, no? Okay. So you don't have to ask muna yung mga religion, right-handed, married, unmarried, divorced, whatever, no? Okay. Go straight to the point, no? Okay. Then you may be asking yung mga religion, if it's, let's say, he's going to, example lang ha, Melia, he's going to be operated on, and then you might need blood transfusion, you can ask, are you a Jehovah's Witness? No? Okay. If she is, no, respect her religion, they don't want transfusion. Di ba? Okay. So that's time you ask. Kung wala naman, di wala. No? Okay. Then for the others, yung mga review of system, you ask when you are ready to, let's say, the treatment will be for an operation. Example lang, hindi ko sinasabi operahan ka, Melia. Kung operahan siya, then you try to screen, no? So you can say, do you have history of hypertension? Do you have diabetes? Okay? So that's the time you ask those questions, no? Okay? As indicated, no?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, Doc.
Let's see if I can use my pen.
Talaga ba?
Na,
Kasi parang discussion na din.
kasi ibang doktor, kasi maraming mga test ang pinapag.
Para mas alam nila rin po yung parang kung ano talaga.
Kung meron siyang gusto, picture
Sige yun.
Sige po.
na may papakita ako sa asawa.
Sabihin niyo ma'am, may free lecture tayo.
Kung malaki ko yung mga picture natin sa anak ko. Anak ko kasi tanong.
Baka interested siya ma'am.
Malay niyo, makikita ko pa rin kayo dito next time.
Ay, oo ma'am. Sana ano na, parang recovery.
Talaga na ikaw, Bisayang dako.
Sana check up na lang.
Oo. Susunod, kayo na pala mag-check up sa akin. Pangalan ni Doc Reynaldo
Reynaldo
Rojosa.
Surgeon po siya ma'am.
Talagang siguro perfect time na yung ano na to schedule kasi talagang pinagpipray ko rin.
No schedule.
Okay, I cannot use my pen. Okay, in your records, you just say, I just use my mouse na lang, okay? So, Melly Cooley, no? Okay. So, ilang taon ka na? 50?
50 po, Doc.
Okay. Then, yung concern niya, okay, I want to write it in, mahaba, nahirap ako sa mouse. Okay, so when you write when you put an entry on the concern, no, It's either you use the patient's word, how she expressed her concern, or you can describe it, no? Okay, summarize it. So her concern is that there's a asymmetry of the neck because of some observation by her friends, no?
Oh.
Or you can see that there is when you look at it already, you just say a bulge on the neck, no? You just summarize it. Unusual bulge on the neck, no? Okay.
Sir,
Come
would
on.
you want me to type?
You want to type it?
Do
Wag
you
na,
see
matagal
the,
pa. Okay. Can you, ano yan? Can you type it?
do you see what I'm typing po sir?
Nasaan?
Sa screen po? Or no?
Sige. Are you
Do
typing
you
it?
see
50-year-old female concern.
do you see it po sir sa screen niyo?
Yeah, I
Or
can see it. I can see it on my screen now.
okay. So I'm seeing.
So the concern, you put there, concern, next line. I don't usually use mga cheap complaint. I would rather use the word concern. No? Okay. Concern will be a bulge on the neck. Okay. So that will summarize the unusual yung mga observation ng friends niya. Then she also noticed a bulge on the neck, which was noted December 2024. Okay. So notice I use the word noted. I will never ask the patient when did it start? No, nobody can answer that. No, even I myself, if I have a sickness, I cannot really identify the exact time or date of onset. No, so I'll just say when it was noted. Okay, then you do your PE findings. No, focus on the PE findings, and then so put a drawing right away. Okay. So the drawing will be like this. And then there's a thyroid gland here. Usually there's a pyramidal lobe and then the left lobe, then the isthmus here, the center. So what we saw is that there is a mass here. Okay. And then I should probably wait. So there's so it's about 5 centimeter. Okay, approximately 5 centimeter. And then it's solid. Ano lang, no? And then it's not hard, no? So not hard to the point that it's soft, no? Okay. And then it's not fixed, no? So I just assume it's not tender, but we'll just place it here, no? Not tender, no?
Yes, non-tender.
Kasi when you palpate the neck, you don't even have to ask that. When you palpate the neck, kung nasasaktan siya, most likely it's tender, di ba? Okay. Okay. And then the other finding is that you have a question, may konting enlargement dito, no? On the left lobe, no? So prominent, or you just say prominent if you're not sure, prominent or enlarged left lobe of the thyroid gland, okay? And then put a null sign here for the neck nodes. Okay, so no neck nodes. Okay, and then the pulse rate is, let's just take 80, no? Per minute.
Sabi niya po na parang may nakikita din sa
Okay. Okay. So that's the minimum, that's the what do you call that? Basic minimum, or the so-called focused thyroid physical examination. You examine the thyroid gland, no, all these things, whether it's enlarged or nodular, and then try to describe the characteristics of the mass, findings, and then neck nodes. Kasama yon, ha? So number one is thyroid, then neck nodes, and then the pulse rate. Tatlong component yan, no? Okay. The minimum essential. Okay. Now, if there's other things that you want to ask, no, you just base it on an initial diagnosis that is derived from this one. Okay. So here, as I said, we have a goiter that mass moves with deglutition. And then before we go to diagnosing it as trying to decide whether it's a cancer or not, we eliminate muna yung the rare condition of toxic goiter, no? Okay. So the pulse rate is 80, that's normal, and then you are dealing with a nodular goiter, so most likely that's not hyperthyroidism, that's not toxic goiter, no? Okay. But if you have a kahit na nodular goiter, but you have a pulse rate of 120, yung sinabi nyo kanina unang-una, no? You have to rule out hyperthyroidism, okay? Because sabi natin, it's rare, but it's possible, okay? So if you have 120 per minute, no, and then you have a nodule there, solitary nodule, you can consider a solitary autonomous functioning nodule, okay? That's part of that. But if you want to so if it's 100, more than 100, try to recheck and recheck. Kung minsan, the pulse rate will be influenced by a lot of factors. Emotional stress, di ba? Yung mga seeing a doctor, natatakot, ganon, no? Okay. And then you can compound this with konting mga history, either additional PE. You look at the eyes, okay? Is there exophthalmos to suggest a possible hyperthyroidism? Kung may exophthalmos, then you consider hyperthyroidism already, di ba? Kung wala, okay, you can ask for other questions like, are there excessive weight loss, unexplained weight loss, sudden, okay? Are there palpitations, no? Tremors, ganon, okay? So that's an illustration of how you ask more questions as they arise, no? So you start with an initial impression or consideration, diagnostic considerations. If you're not quite sure yet, you can ask more questions. You can do more PE, no? Okay, supplemental PE. But if you're parang ito, 80 per minute, then solitary nodule, we're quite sure it's not hyperthyroidism. You don't have to ask those questions, excessive weight loss, no, tremors anymore, okay? You can stop there, no? Okay. So if you have goiter, you can classify it, number one, diffuse toxic goiter. Number two, diffuse non-toxic goiter. Number three, nodular toxic goiter. Number 4, nodular non-toxic goiter. Okay. So after your PE, you make use this as a take-off point for making more specific diagnosis. Okay. So to start with, determine whether it's diffuse or nodular. Okay. Kaya ito 1 and 2 is diffuse. The second is nodular. 3 and 4 nodular. No? Okay. So if it's diffuse, as I said, definition of diffuse is that almost the two lobes are almost symmetrically enlarged. No? That's diffuse. Anything that deviates from that baseline definition, it's nodular. Okay? So yung sa kanya, it's really nodular. Di ba? Okay. Dito tayo. Okay. Now, once you have a diffuse goiter, the next thing to consider is whether it's toxic or non-toxic. Okay. Ang mas common is toxic goiter, hyperthyroidism. Okay. Compared to the non-toxic goiter. Okay. Okay. And then kung nodular naman, so yung sa kanya, hindi siya diffuse, di ba? Okay. So nodular siya. So nodular, you try to check whether there's a component of hyperthyroid. When I say toxic, it's more for the hyperthyroidism. We give more importance to hyperthyroidism than hypothyroidism in the diagnosis. No? Okay. So, yung sa kanya, most likely, it's not this one also. Ang natitira sa iyo, it's nodular, non-toxic goiter. Okay? So, you have a nodule, pulse rate is 80 per minute. So non-toxic goiter. Okay. So the next thing to consider, what is this? Is it cancer or not cancer? Okay. So this entity can be represented by a lot. Etong sa itaas, at 1, 2, 3, diffuse toxic goiter, madali lang yan eh. This is, automatically, this is hyperthyroidism. No? Ito, diffuse non-toxic goiter, you can have the so-called diffuse, yung mga physiologic goiter. You can also have those diffuse colloid adenomatous goiter. Kasi yung adenomatous goiter, usually it starts with a diffuse. Then, eventually, you can have nodules setting in. No? Solitary, then multiple. No? So, ito, it's at this stage. Diffuse non-toxic goiter, yun. No? Pag naging nodule na, bababa na siya dito sa nodular non-toxic goiter. Okay? Okay? So, kaya ito, this one can be represented by a colloid cyst. Colloid adenomatous nodule. Kung multiple siya, you call that multiple colloid adenomatous goiter. Okay? And then these are benign. Huh? Other benign conditions will be adenomas, follicular adenoma. No? Follicular adenoma. Okay. Now for the cancer, you have papillary. What is another kind of cancer in the thyroid gland that you know of? Anybody? Follicular. Okay. Have you heard of that? Follicular cancer?
Yep.
Okay. And then the other types will be anaplastic medullary cancer. 4. No? Tama? Okay. So these groups, anaplastic and then medullary. So these are the group of thyroid cancer. No? These are benign. And then the other category here is the chronic thyroiditis. No? It's an inflammatory disease that will present as nodules. No? yung mga chronic thyroiditis, no? Matigas, okay? But this is not very common, no? Okay? So basically, when you have NNTG, you try to determine whether it's cancer or not. So you look for the signs of cancer for you to conclude that it's most likely cancer. So as I said, signs of cancer will be it's hard, it's fixed, and there are lymph nodes. Okay. Okay. So just one of them will be enough to make you suspect thyroid cancer. If the mass is hard, no lymph nodes, no ang tawag doon? No distant, so it's hard, it's not fixed, it's no lymph nodes, then you still suspect cancer kung matigas na matigas. Okay? Now more so, your degree of certainty that it's cancer if it's hard and then there are lymph nodes. Okay? Tama? So sounds logical, di ba? If you have only one sign of cancer, no, your degree of certainty will not be as high as that wherein you have two signs of cancer. Okay? So in this particular patient, what you have is a nodular, solid, not hard, not fixed, non-tender, no lymph nodes, no? So most likely it's benign. Okay? And it also is congruent by the frequency, the prevalence, no? Prevalence is that what is more common in the locality, no? In the Philippines or practically anywhere also in the world, what's more common if you don't have any signs of cancer, it's benign, no? Okay. So among those group, you have to, if you want to more specific with the type of tumor, the nodules that you're dealing with, okay. So you try to see whether it's cystic or solid. If it's cystic, then it's colloid cyst. If it's solitary, if it's a component of cystic and solid component, you can call it colloid adenomatous nodule. No? Okay. Don't consider follicular adenoma will be as soft as this one, but we don't give out the diagnosis of follicular adenoma because it's not very common. Okay. You still remember the video that I shared with you? No? The processes that you use for clinical diagnosis is the pattern recognition and the prevalence. No? Okay. So you make use of the pattern recognition as a basis first. Okay. Kung may pattern for colloid cyst, then your diagnosis is colloid cyst. If there's a pattern that will be represented by one or two or three by three entities, then you choose the more common one. Okay. So ito, follicular adenoma and colloid adenomatous nodule will have the same findings here. Okay. It's solid, not cystic. It's not hard. It's soft. It's not fixed. So, but you would choose colloid adenomatous goiter because it's the more common one. No? Okay. Okay. So you don't make a bet for a uncommon one, right? When you make, well, pag nagpupustahan tayo, no? You just make a bet for the more common ones. Okay. Okay. So that's an illustration of how you use the prevalent process. No? Okay. So my question now is it purely colloid? If you are sure that this is just one nodule without, kasi meron kayong findings na medyo enlarged ito, no? Prominent, no? Okay. So are we dealing with a multiple colloid adenomatous nodule? No? Baka may isang maliit na bukol dyan, no? Na hindi natin nadidiscern ng maigi, no? Okay. But if we are quite sure that there is some prominence here, we go for multiple colloid adenomatous goiter. No? Okay. So in the end, at the end of this analysis, your primary diagnosis now would be multiple colloid adenomatous goiter. Okay? Questions? You want to take a screenshot of this one before I close it?
Sige, sige, sir.
So,
Okay na, sir. Thank you.
Okay na? Okay, I'm just trying out my pen. Ngayon ko lang Hindi ko I cannot control my pen. I'm using the mouse. Okay. Okay. Any questions?
Question po. Kayo na may tanong
Kayo
kayo
po,
ba?
ma'am. May tanong po kayo, guys.
Doc,
Sige.
may tanong lang ako. Yung findings niyo po sa akin, Doc, ano po yung mayroon akong idea pero gusto ko po nanggagaling sa iyo.
Nagsalita na nga ako.
Gusto ko po, Doc, clear ba kasi nag-i-English ka, Doc?
Okay.
Pwede, Doc.
Dahil kasi nagtuturo din ako, kaya ako nag-English.
Sige po,
So,
opo.
number one, may goiter ka. Number two, yung bukol-bukol mo dyan, benign naman siya, mas malamang, no? So, let's put it at, kung sa aking estimate, based on my experience, 98%, put it at 95 naman, but okay, wag nang masyadong, 95% benign, hindi siya cancer. Okay?
Si Lord.
So, and then, ang tawag dyan, kasi mukhang meron ding, baka may bukol pa rin sa kabila, hindi lang yung isa. No? So, most likely, it's what we call multiple colloid adenomatous goiter.
Okay.
Okay, yan ang pinaka-common sa Pilipinas. Na? Okay? Okay. Oh, okay na? Okay na sa'yo?
Tapos, Doc, tanong ko uli. Okay lang, Doc? Ano
Sure.
yung kain, Doc, ang bawal?
Lason.
Tama, Doc, tama.
Tama, di ba? So, pwede kang kumain kahit na ano, huwag lang lason at huwag lang marami.
Opo.
Okay? Yung kaya, yung hiyang mo. Ha?
Opo. Tapos, Doc, isa pa, yung ano ko po, Doc, yung blood pressure, BP ko po kasi, mataas po dahil siguro given na rin to kasi maraming ginagawa sa bahay. Pangalawa po, napupuyat po ako sa tubig. So,
Upuyat sa?
tubig po, mahirap ang tubig sa amin.
Okay. Okay.
Gabi kami nagpapaakyat, Dok, madaling araw po.
Okay. So,
Tapos po, nireresitahan po ako, Dok, ng doktor ng Lasartan. Isa sa morning, isa din po sa gabi, 50 grams.
okay.
So, okay lang po din yun, Dok.
Okay. Ilang doktor ang tumingin sa iyo sa hypertension?
Isa po. Yung medical mission lang po, Dok.
Okay. Medical mission.
Opo.
Dalawa kagad binigay sa iyo? Morning?
Kasi, Dok, kahit nag-inom na rin po ako ng gabi, ng Lasartan, pagdating po ng morning, inano ako ng mga 1 p.m., medyo mataas pa rin yung BP ko. Pero the
Kaya,
other day, na twice na akong uminom, gabi at saka morning, nagiging normal po.
sige. Pero pa-check mo na rin sa sa isang center yung hypertension mo. Baka nagbago na, no? Baka bumaba na. So, baka pwedeng bawasan ng isa. No?
Sige.
Okay. So, pa-check mo na lang, ha? Importante na i-monitor yung blood pressure mo. No? Okay? Okay? So,
Thank you,
ngayon,
Doc.
focus na tayo dun sa thyroid mo. Yan ang
Opo.
rason na bakit ka nagpakonsulta. So, anong gagawin na natin ngayon? Di ba?
Opo,
Okay.
Doc.
So, sa mga kasama ko, do we need more diagnostic procedures? Yan ang question, di ba? So, we came out with a clinical diagnosis already, no? MCAG, primary. If it's not MCAG, it could be something else. Of course, the other consideration, usually the opposite of the other side of the spectrum is always cancer, di ba? Okay, benign cancer, okay? So, maliit ang chance na may cancer, no? Okay. So, do you need to do a paraclinical diagnostic procedure? No? So, yan ang next questions, no? When you manage a patient, you always start with a clinical diagnosis, doing your history and PE. No? Focus sa thyroid, focus more on PE. No? Just by PE, you can arrive to a clear diagnosis. Konti lang yung history, pwede na. No? Okay? Okay. So after that, you have to decide, do you need a paraclinical diagnostic procedures? Sabi nga natin, if you are not quite certain of your diagnosis, you go for a paraclinical as a rule, di ba? If you are quite certain, you don't have to. Okay? So, yun sa kanya, if you're quite certain, it's 98, 90, lagyan natin sa 95 na lang because of my experience, no? Okay, 95%. For you, most likely, you will put it at 90 or even less, no? Okay, so no problem. It all depends on the expertise or the experience of a particular physician, no? Nobody will blame you for it, no? If you put it at a lower degree of certainty, no? Okay. So if you think that if you're not sure, let's say 80% kayo, no, you can go for a diagnostic procedure. Just justify it. I-justify lang ninyo, na? Okay? So hindi yung decahon, ha? Okay. So number one, what are the options? Definitely, okay. Okay, I want to share with you a practice commonly done in the Philippines and probably elsewhere in the world, no? Yung routine na thyroid function test. Okay? So, you will be encountering this in your if you continue on with your medicine in PGH as a year level 5, 6, 7, ganon, you're going to see a lot of patients being ordered T3, T4, TSH as a routine. No? Okay. Which I think is not really necessary. No? It's a waste of resources. No? Because I showed you just by using the algorithm that I gave you, you can rule out hyperthyroidism. No? Okay. If the patient is not hyperthyroid, you don't have to order for those tests, no, in T3, T4 anymore, no. If you're not certain, okay, you order for the test. Wag on a decahon basis, okay. At the moment, usually decahon yan. All patients you will see there in PGH, no, lahat meron T3, T4, lahat, okay. Okay. Not only in PGH, ha, hindi ko minamasama PGH, ha, lahat in the entire Philippines. Na? Okay. So yun sa kanya, hindi naman kailangan T3, T4 anymore. We just focus on the nodules, now whether it's malignant or benign. Now, if you're not quite sure, so what are the diagnostic procedures that you can do? Na? If you're not quite sure. Na? Okay. Kasi one indications for not doing it anymore if the treatment plan is to do an operations. No? Okay. If the treatment plan is not to do an operation, just medical treatment, no, you can still have leeway to do some diagnostic tests just to be more certain, just to be just as a baseline, no, for your monitoring. No? Okay. But if you plan to do operation already, you can use the operation as a diagnostic tool because during the operation, you will make a diagnosis also. Okay. Okay. When you open up the neck, now when the surgeon opens up the neck, they will still examine the thyroid, no, before they remove anything there. No? Okay. So yun sa kanya, okay, let's go ahead on the gusto mo ba, yung sa'yo medyo malaki na, di ba? Medyo halata, no? Mel. Pero kung benign siya, pwede pang subukan ng gamot, no? Subukan ng gamot. Kaya lang, magtsatsaga ka. Medyo matagal lang, no?
Bakit lang, Dok?
Okay. Okay. So, kung gusto mabilis mawala yan, operasyon, no? Okay? Pero depende din sa schedule sa hospital, di ba? When they say mabilisan, no? Hindi yung after 1 month, pwede ka na operahan, no? Okay. Usually, baka matagal lang scheduling dyan. Kung nasa private hospital ka, baka 1 linggo lang, pwede ka na operahan, di ba? Okay. So, kung benign siya, gusto mo bang pagtiyagaan gamot?
Opo, opo.
Ayaw mo yung operasyon. Takot ka. Okay.
Opo.
Okay. So, kung ganun pa man, so pwede natin, we can do so kung benign naman, we want to be more certain now, no? Then you can do a paraclinical diagnostic procedure, no? Okay. So what diagnostic procedure will you do on this patient? Wala na yung wala na yung thyroid function test, ha? You want to know whether it's benign or malignant, di ba? Okay. You want to increase biopsy. Okay. What's the other option? Ultrasound. Okay. So basically, those are the two common options available, no? Or you can do, no? Wag na yung mga CT scan. Don't think about it anymore. Although it can be done, but it's too expensive. It's not worth it, no? Okay. So how do you compare the two options now? Benefit, risk, cost, and availability analysis. In terms of benefit, which one is more advantageous? Biopsy or ultrasound?
Biopsy.
Why?
More accurate
Yes.
po yun.
Again,
More accurate results.
more direct.
Definitive.
More direct ang result, di ba? More direct. Okay? Whether it's more accurate, it's open to question also. Kung sinong gumagawa, di ba? Okay.
Oh.
It's more direct. Direct way of getting to the answer, di ba? Kasi you
Yes
get a
po.
sample. Yung sa ultrasound, you just go by image, mga shadows. Di ba? Okay.
And it's operator dependent.
Yeah, operator dependent yung ano. Okay? So, mas lamang talaga yung biopsy. Na? Okay. So, in terms of side effects, risk, ano yung mga risk nun? Halos wala yung ultrasound, walang sakit ng ultrasound, di ba? Okay.
Oo.
Biopsy, may sakit, may
Kaya ko
tusok.
din biopsy.
May tusok yung ultrasound, ay yung biopsy, di ba?
Oo.
So you combine if you combine benefit risk. So ma-overrule ba yung ano, yung sakit ng biopsy to ano? Hindi kasi masakit yung ultrasound. Okay, so it all depends on, pwedeng you overrule if depends on the patients, di ba? There are some patients who are afraid of a needle prick.
Tama, Dok. Takot din ako, Dok.
Okay. Then you have to talk, you have to put in the perspective of the patients also, no? Okay. So kung takot siya, you just have to ask. You just tell them this. Actually, ang ginagawa ko, nakikinig ka na sa explanation ko, di ba? So ganun din gagawin ko sa iyo pag tayo harapan, no? Okay. So, i-explain ko sa kanya, ganon, and then, takot siya, anong decision mo? Takot ka, ultrasound, ang gusto mo. Okay? Okay. And then, pero you don't stop there. You also determine the cost, availability. Na? Okay. How much would an ultrasound cost? How much would the biopsy cost? Okay. So, it all depends on the situation. Na? Kung kahit na in a PGH setting, kung charity in a government hospital, mga mission ninyo, yung sinasabi mong missions, no? Okay? Kung kung wala sila, papagawa sa iyo sa labas. Di ba? So may gastos. Di ba? Kung libre lahat, edi wala nang pinag-uusapan ng cost. Di ba? Kung libre lahat. Di ba? Pero even in the government hospital, don't assume government hospitals is all free. Di ba? Okay. So kung walang gagawa, wala yung doktor, absent, may sakit,
Tagal po yung results.
no? And then availability, both are readily available, no? Mga 30 years ago, wala pa yung ultrasound. Kaya biopsy muna. Pero ngayon, andyan na yung ultrasound, no? Okay. Kung minsan may disadvantage yung maraming mga armamentarium na available. Yung iba, CT scan is available, but yung iba na-abuse, di ba? So gagawin nila yung CT scan, ayaw nila yung ultrasound. No? Okay. So between the two, pipili ka lang naman kung gusto mong ultrasound or biopsy.
Ultrasound po, Dok.
Muna. Pwede natin sabihin na muna. Ha? Okay? Ultrasound muna. Kung nakita yung pag-ultrasound, okay, for my group, what will tell you that we're dealing with MCAG? What will be the ultrasound results findings?
Hypertension. Hypocortical. So,
Okay. Sige, sige, okay. Wag na yung hypoechoic, magulo yun eh. So what will you see? Number one, is it nodular or diffuse? Okay. You're confident it will come out to be nodular sa ultrasound. Okay. Ano yung mga nodules ang makikita ninyo? Definitely yung sa right side. Sigurado kayo, lalabas yun. Dapat lumabas, di ba? Kung di lumabas, baka mali yung ultrasonographer. Okay. Okay. Ang laki na eh. Malaki yung sa right side, di ba? Then, you might be able to see some more nodules on the left lobe.
Yes
na?
po.
Which you cannot really discern clearly now on palpation, na? Okay. Or you can have 2 or 3 more, no? Yung mga maliliit, na? So if you have 2 or 3 more, that's multiple colloid, that's multiple nodules already, di ba? Okay, hindi siya solitary. Then what will tell you that it's what will be the ultrasound findings that will be suggestive or indicative of colloid adenomatous goiter? Ano yung sinabi natin yung sa colloid cyst, colloid adenomatous goiter, anong lalabas? Solid, cystic, solid or cystic?
For colloid po, cystic.
Okay, so you will see the word cystic there. No? If it's a colloid adenomatous nodule, you will see the word cystic or complex, no? Mix, no? Okay. So pag sinabi nilang complex mass cystic solid, then it reinforce your diagnosis of colloid adenomatous nodule goiter. Okay. Now let's turn the table around. What will tell you that it's cancer? An ultrasound.
Mostly so.
Irregular borders, lobulated, hypoechoic.
Okay, so those are the general clues. Okay, so nowadays they use the TIRADS.
Yes.
TIRADS. Okay,
Yes.
so be aware of the TIRADS, but for me, the TIRADS are a little confusing. Okay, so my personal experience, it's really confusing. It's not really very reliable. No, so they use a lot of points for the TIRADS. No. Okay. But okay, pag cystic TIRADS, anong cystic, ano yun? Right away, it's TIRADS 1. You have a note there on TIRADS?
Yes po.
Sige. Anong TIRADS 1?
Benign po for thyroid.
Pag spongiform,
Spongiform, thyroid's 1 pa rin.
okay. Cystic,
Thyroid's 1.
1. Okay? So that yung sinabi ko kanina, the moment you see, if even on palpation, cystic ang determination ng mass, benign kagad. Na? Okay? So yung sa thyroid, ganun ginagamit din nila. No? Even sa breast. No? Okay? But it's cystic, benign kagad. Na? Okay? So thyroid's 1. So ano yung thyroid's 2?
Pagka-solid po or hypoechoic or lobulated. And there's peripheral calcification. Any of those.
Okay. Anong description nila sa thyroid's 2? Probably benign?
Not suspicious.
Ha?
Not suspicious.
Not suspicious. Yung thyroid's 1, benign.
Benign.
Okay. Thyroid's 2, not suspicious. Okay? So you just try to look, just kayo, you even use your common sense na lang. Tingnan niyo yung description, medyo magulo no? So benign yung isa not suspicious. Ano kaibahan nun? Bakit nila sabihin benign na lang? Di ba? Okay. Then thyroid 3, ano yung thyroid 3? Slightly suspicious na.
Mildly po.
Mildly.
Mildly. Okay. So you can see ang daming subjectivity, no? Mildly, slightly, and then thyroid's 4, moderate.
Yes.
Thyroid's 5, highly
Highly.
suspicious. And then, may mga qualification in terms of size. If it's thyroid's 5, less than 1 centimeter, do a needle biopsy. FNA. FNA, di ba?
Then more than one po.
More than
or
1, di ba?
Yes, sir.
If it's thyroid's 4, more than
5.
1.5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yung isa naman, thyroid's 3, more than
2.5.
Okay. So anyway, just want to show you to let you know that medyo confusing din yan, na? Okay. That they use a lot of points, no? Taller than wide, ganon, no? Okay. Okay. So if I don't use that, no, I will right away tell you clinical diagnosis, it's benign, di ba? Okay. So when you do the ultrasound, yon, it may come out that if there are multiple nodules, they will say that this one nodule is thyroid 3, second nodule is thyroid 5, ganon, no? So medyo magulo, no? Okay. So if you have to do a thyroid scan, ultrasound, just take note of those idiosyncrasies of the thyroid scan. No? Ultrasound. No? Okay. So, minsan, it creates a lot of anxiety on the patients because they see the word highly suspicious. Highly suspicious, slightly suspicious for cancer. No? Okay. Okay. So if I don't use the thyroids, I will tell the patient, sabi ko kanina, 95% certain ako that benign siya. Pinaligtad ko, di ba? Telling the patient that your diagnosis is this one, 95% it's benign. But the moment you have a statement that highly suspicious, slightly suspicious, na yung dating sa pasyente is more anxiety, di ba? Tama? Okay. Okay. So, tandaan mo lang, Meli, ha? Pag pinagawa natin yung ultrasound, ganun ang lalabas, ha? Pero aayusin lang natin, ha? Okay.
Sige,
So,
Doc.
ultrasound na lang muna. Okay?
Opo.
Then, kung may suspetsa tayo, let's say, yung sa 5% na sinabi na baka malamang ay cancer, then ibabiopsy. Okay?
Sige
Okay
po.
na.
Next
Okay.
time, Doc, ikaw pa rin po ba mag-check? Meron pa bang clinic, Doc, dito sa Maynila?
Nasa Amerika ako ngayon.
Ay, sorry.
Hindi, biro lang.
Satisfied kasi ako, Doc, sa mga explanation niyo po.
Hindi, biro lang. Andito ako sa Pilipinas.
May clinic ka po ba, Doc?
Kasi puntahan mo na lang ako. Kasi importante yung no? Libre na lang kita. Puntahan mo na ako sa Maria Doctors. Okay.
Doc, saan po po naman yung Doctor's Doc?
Oo. At ano mo na lang ako, i-Viber mo na lang ako. Kaya Facebook mo ako, Messenger mo ako.
Salamat, Doc. Thank you, Lord,
So,
talaga.
i-identify mo lang sarili mo, ha? Baka singilin kitang mahal. Okay.
Mabayad ka, Doc, eh.
Okay. So for my group, you just write down yung notes there, no? For ultrasound na lang. Just for the ultrasound, no? Okay.
Yes, Doc.
Okay. Para we can let her go na, no? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So ano pang tanong mo? Will you be able to do the recording or you call in a residence? Can you call in a resident?
Pwede ba mahingi ng ano nito?
Hello? Hello?
Yan. Paano malaman?
Yung Maddox po, nasa may UN.
Paano malaman yun? Paano ko siya mahingi?
Sabi niya
Bigay
po,
na lang po
Facebook
yung, or bigay na lang po namin
Viber
yung number si Doc para ma-text niyo po siya.
Sama po namin yung Viber niya.
Can you
Kasi,
call in a residence? Instruction ko na para we can facilitate her. Please.
Ay, bring.
Call in a resident first, but then we'll continue on discussions.
Dok, salamat po, Dok.
You're welcome.
Hanapin po kita.
Sige, walang problema yan.
Salamat.
Pero pa-ultrasound ka muna, ha?
Sige, sige. Viber na.
Okay. I-facilitate mo na lang, tapos na yung discussion namin. So the
Apo, sir.
diagnosis here is MCAG. No?
Apo.
And
Yes, sir.
then, pa-ultrasound mo na lang. No?
Okay.
Okay? Then
Yes,
back
boss, sir.
to come back to you for the results. No?
Yes, boss, sir. Thank you
Okay.
po, sir. Thank you
Sige.
po.
Okay na. Sige.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Kay ma'am.
Sige pa.
Doktora, thank you so
Ito
much.
po yung number. Ito po yung number ni picture niya. Ito po. Ayan. Okay na po.
Dok, salamat po.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sige.
Thank you
Okay.
po.
Okay, yun naman. Okay. Stay put.
Sige pa. May kababayan.
Picturean ko kayo ulit. Miss ko kayo.
Sige, ma'am, isama natin.
Mahal ka daw, Dok. Magpipicture daw si ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, di ba
Eh,
sama
kasama
ka?
kayo. Paano yung kasama?
Ay, makikita po kayo, ma'am, kung pipicture niyo po kami kasi may camera dito. Okay na yan. Selfie.
Ay, sige. Ganyan.
Opo.
Tama lang.
Okay po.
Dok, ang bait niyo po. Salamat.
Okay. Sige.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So let's have some final discussions here. Ending. So, okay, any questions first? Naghang?
Hindi
Naghang?
Hindi ko magana.
Video niya lang. Ayaw po.
But we can still hear you.
Okay.
Ayan.
So-
No, it's bingo.
So, any questions or feedback na lang? Sige.
Ayun po, Doc, siguro, paano niyo po siya
Can you go nearer? I cannot,
paano niyo po siya ina-apply? Ini-setting po na kailan parang gipit po sa oras. Ganun po.
Pag,
Ano na si Doc?
ulit.
Hello po, sir.
Okay. I can hear you now. Hello.
Hello po.
Okay.
Yung question ko po is, paano niyo po na-apply yung algorithm niyo po in cases po na maraming pasyente o kaya gipit na po sa oras?
Yung algorithm na yun is actually, matatapos mo yung within 15 minutes. No, if you just, humaba tayo kasi I have to discuss things with you. Okay? But for the patient, I'll go direct to the point. No? Ganon. So, usually within 15, 20 minutes, tapos na yan. No? Okay. With good explanation. no? So, base, tawag doon, when you discuss when you make the medical recording, I usually make a medical recording, no, my notes, with a patient in front of me. Then as I write, parang ine-explain ko na sa kanya, no, sabay na. Okay? So that I can also, I don't like to use mga electronic medical recordings, no? I would use yung mga paper and then I can make some illustrations, no? As medical recording, ang hirap mag-ano and mag-drawing, di ba? Okay. And then also, I usually I have a carbon copy palagi, no? I usually give the carbon copy to the patient, no? I don't know of any doctor in the Philippines who do the same, no? Okay. So usually mga doctors in their clinic, they make notes, but they keep the notes to themselves, no? Ako, I usually put a carbon paper, no? Kasi I'm not fan of the EMS, electronic medical recording. Medyo very taxing sa akin yun, no? So I write the note, and then at the end, let's say diagnosis, I usually put the diagnosis palagi. A lot of doctors, they don't put the diagnosis, no? And then plan of treatment, ganun, ganon. Then at the bottom of the page, I let them sign. Sort of an informed consent. If there's some options that we have to decide upon, no, ganon, kung ito yung gusto niya, ito, pirma siya, no? Or we have agreed on this thing, then pirma siya. That's an informed consent, no? Okay. So that saves me the trouble also kung let's say, kasi in medicine, there's no such thing as 100% sure in anything, no? Walang guarantee, no? Okay. So if you say if you recommend something, no, something went wrong, no, and then if he see another doctor, sabihin isang doctor who has a mindset na, eh, bakit yan ang ginawa? Bakit yan ginawa? Na, okay. So you might be blamed, baka mapasama ka pa, na, okay. So, but the moment there's, let's say, unhappy na pasyente with the outcome, no, you can always look at the records. Kayo, we discussed this, you sign it, you consented to that, na? Okay. So wala nang problema, na? Okay. So remember, in medicine, there's so many ways of doing things, no? Some are rational, some are irrational, some are yung tinatawag na minimalist approach, yung kailangan lang. The others are the so-called maximalist approach. Usually, maraming gagawin kahit na hindi kailangan, no? Okay. Yung iba naman, they just follow the trend kung anong fad, kung anong uso ng, let's say, uso ang CT scan kagad, di ba? Ganon. Okay? Baka pwede pa yung chest x-ray, ganon, no? Okay. So, kanya-kanyang diskarte yan eh, no? So, to play safe, no, I usually ask the patient, there's a record, I ask them to sign it, no? Then give a copy, the carbon copy to the patient, no? He can read it. He or she can read it at home kung gusto niya maintindihan yung explanation ko, no? Or I always tell them also keep that copy as a permanent record, no? So when they go to see, and if I'm dead already, I'm not available, they can use that records, no? To let the other doctors see it, di ba? Or when they come back to me, kung minsan nawawala yung records ng secretary ko, they still have a records, no? For me to, to review, no? So usually matatapos within 15, Okay. So pag, exception na lang yung mahabang-mahaba. Kung mahabang-mahaba, well, we cannot do anything kung talagang mahirap yung kaso, no? Okay. And then yung, there are some patients who talagang matanong, no? They will ask a lot of things, yun din hahaba, no? Okay. Okay. So, I assure you that framework can be done within, kahit na yung for, hindi mo isa-sacrifice yung quality of your interaction with your patients, no? Okay. And you can finish it within 15, 20 minutes, no? Okay. Any more questions? Follow-up questions.
Wala na po.
Okay na po.
Okay, so nasagot niyo yung olete ko?
Yes po. Yes po.
Any feedback?
Feel ko yung feedback namin, Doc, is when we take the history and the PE, parang it takes so much time. So, ang dami nga namin tanong.
Ulitin na.
Solid.
Ay,
Isa please.
solid eh. Well, nasabi naman sa parang dulong part, Doc, ng Olete na parang maraming tanong, tapos paulit-ulit. Pero na-explain din doon na parang it's made like that para may parang
Effective learning.
Yeah. And I agree. Kasi nung
Okay.
na-mention yung feedback ulit now, yung parang prevalence, tapos parang yung pattern recognition, parang we already know, kahit just by taking the quiz and watching the lecture.
Okay. So yung olete is designed in such way it's for mastery of learning. Okay, that's why it's called online learning cum evaluation. Then may test exercise. Parang sa common, 'di ba? Paulit-ulit, 'di ba? Until you master something, no? So that's a different approach, no? Okay. So because I don't just like to test somebody, yung mga kaya ako I hate those tests na ginagawa natin sa schools no? Chamba-chamba ang answer and then you don't know the correct answer, the wrong answer, di ba? Okay. So I designed it that way. I want to shorten it, kaya lang ang hirap i-shorten. I will be sacrificing yung mastery. No? Okay. Okay. So any other comment on the Olete as well as today's session?
Yield and productive.
High yield and productive, Doc.
High yield. Bakit high yield?
Siguro what I noticed rin po is yung effect ng consultation to the patient. Kasi like in our time during doing history and PE sa mga patients po, parang first time po namin makita ng patient na ganun na touch po. And na parang ganun po kasaya after the consultation. And parang it shows po na important yung process to ensure na the patient is well informed, the patient is reassured, and the patient feels listened to, and that they are parang partners po in their health.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. I was able to achieve that by illustrating that to you. No? Okay. Okay. Thank you for that feedback. Any more? Yung mga hindi pa nagsasalita. Angela, ikaw ba? Angela?
Same realizations din po, sir. Kasi especially kanina nung paalis na po yung patient, she kept asking how to contact you and if kahit nung nawawala po kayo sa Zoom, tinatanong niya kung kayo po yung magiging doctor niya on the next follow-up. So parang in that short amount of time through the framework, you were already able to establish good rapport with the patient and parang it shows na she trusts you as her physician. So parang it starts with that po talaga.
Okay. Thank you. At least na-appreciate niya. Okay. Any more? Nana? Yung okay. Yung nakatayo na babae. Anything? I like to anything that you want to tell me?
Pare-pareho lang naman po yung insight. Yun po. I think it
Special
was
mention.
very effective po. Yung using the process kasi parang very valuable to the patient na naintindihan nila yung parang
Illustration. Yung the fact na
ayun po. Parang pati po yung yung pag-drawing po, very valuable to the patient na may parang keepsake sila of what they understood of the consultation po.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Drawing, importante yung writing, drawing, no? Okay. A lot of patients are complaining doctors do not explain, no? Things to them, no? So, dapat ina-explain. Pagkatapos, pagtatanong yung mga pasyente, ilag sa mga doctor, kasi baka magalit ho sa amin kung nagtatanong kami. Okay. Anyway, okay. So I hope I have shown you a framework which you can use for all types of patients, not only in surgery, not because I'm in surgery. You can use it for all types of patients. No? Okay. The process is generic. No? It can be used for all types of cases, all types of diseases, all types of patients. No? Okay? So ito lang hindi ko magamit-gamit after I have to master this. I
Yung
got yung writing pad,
Software?
electronic. I have to master this. I got this when, during the pandemic, nagamit ko ito. Pero up to now, hindi ko pa na-master. Okay. Anyway, okay, let's call it a day. Let's have a group picture taking.
Yes,
Okay, group picture, guys. Okay, smile everyone.
Dali, sandali. May lighting aking mata eh.
Yan, okay. 1, 2, 3, smile.
Okay, thank you po.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So,
Ito na lang din po yung photo natin sa Viber.
okay. Okay, goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.